Hello my friends, welcome back to the channel. Merry Christmas, and just a few days before the upcoming New Year. We are not going to talk about markets or metals, but again we're going to talk about my other pastime, cooking, especially Italian food, and this is going to be my version of the quick Bolognese sauce. Now I'm going to start by sauteing my sofrito, which is chopped onion, celery, and carrot. I'm going to need a Dutch oven, and I'm going to saute on medium-high heat. At this point, I'm going to add a pinch of salt and a pinch of black pepper, and I'm going to stir it all together. Now, while the sofrito is cooking, I'm going to add 5 cloves of chopped garlic. All right, the next step, I'm going to add a little bit of tomato paste, and to make sure that the sofrito doesn't burn, I'm going to add a little liquid. I'm going to pour in a little bit of Ionico wine. And now at this point, I'm going to add the ground beef. We're going to let the fat render out of the ground beef into the sofrito. While the ground beef and the sofrito are blending real well together, I'm now going to add 28 ounces of crushed tomato, and I'm going to season with oregano. Now I keep an eye on my sauce cooking, and I'll adjust the heat. Usually a pasta sauce or gravy will have the propensity to boil real heavy and start shooting up. So what I do is 2 things. Number 1 is I have a little screen I put on top of the pot. In addition to that, I lower the heat and I continue cooking. Now the sofrito cooking with the tomato paste and the crushed tomatoes give it a very thick sauce, and I like it that way because I do like thickness and I do like depth of flavor. However, I don't want the sauce too thick. I do need to thin it out a little bit without reducing the flavor. So what I'm going to do next is I am going to add passata. I'm going to stir in some basil now. Now I'm going to let my sauce simmer for a while, so I raise the heat up a little bit. This leaves me with only 2 things left to do, and that's while the spaghetti water is cooking. I'm going to add some regular water if the sauce gets a little too thick, but I'm also going to add a little sugar to tone down the acidity. The final phase for this would be to let the gravy simmer for anywhere between a half hour to 45 minutes. This is just to make sure that it has full flavor. The wine I'm using for this meal is a dry red Italian Ionico. Thanks again. See you in the near future. Be sure to like and subscribe.